Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. The last week is a little out of the norm for us. We have been posting a full week worth of meals on Fridays, but this week I was in and out of the city multiple times for work. Some of the days I drove, and a few of the days I stayed, and 2 of the days I was with somebody else. So we commuted together. So you have the meals that I was at home, the handsome one, very nicely took some videos of when he was here alone, and fun thing happened. I was thrifting. I was at a thrift store in Halifax that I enjoy, and I left the thrift store and I got a message from a viewer that said, just a question, just wondering if you were just in Mission Mart in Halifax. My son is 99.9% sure that you just came through his cash. 100%. Riley, huge shout out to you. Thank you for recognizing me. He is around when his mom is watching the videos. Yes, I shopped at Mission Mart. I got this super cool Chewbacca shirt. I love it. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun for me. It was me, and I was thrifting. Indeed. Check out the videos that we were able to put together this week. Perhaps not as many as normal, but still, there was some great meals. All right. We are going to try the French vanilla creamer. I am going to use my little frothing wand. I'm going to froth this right up, I think. Yeah, that's better. I can smell the vanilla. Hopefully I can taste it once the coffee gets in there. Okay, that's frothy. All right, let's get this stirred in. I feel like putting the cream in first and adding the coffee in after does a little bit of the stirring for me because the force of the coffee hitting the mug. Let's taste this. Oh, I mean, the coffee is good, but I certainly don't have that vanilla, overwhelming vanilla flavor that I was hoping I was going to have. This makes this questionable for me if I would pay that kind of money for this in the future, as opposed to just buying a regular kind of creamer. Lunch today is a crave dinner for the handsome one and leftover chicken fettuccine alfredo for me. I already took the crave dinner out of here. It's in the microwave. Mine's looking good. I topped with bacon bits and a little bit of cracked black pepper. The handsome one's is just finishing up in the microwave. This is boiling hot. Last week we had a big breakfast for supper that included blueberry pancakes. I'm just going to have pancakes tonight for supper. The handsome one is out with friends, and I am going to make strawberry pancakes to use up the last of these strawberries. And get that stirred up. All right. Looking good. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not sure where I ever heard this, but I heard that when you make pancakes, that you always wait until you see the little bubbles coming in the middle. And when the bubbles start to come in the middle, then you can flip it over. That may or may not be true. That looks awfully great. Good job. Oh yes, these look good. And here we are adding on some Hutchison's maple syrup. We are going to make a sunrise smoothie for lunch today. So it'll be mango, orange, homemade yogurt, some juice, and we actually have some vanilla protein powder that we now have access to since we're not on the challenge anymore. This is definitely going to be enough for smoothies for 2 days, so we'll be able to have them today and then maybe later this week. All right, here we go. That looks good. That looks awesome. Supper tonight is nachos. We'll do lean ground beef, tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, green onions, cheese, mushrooms, and we also have some of these pickled peppers. The handsome one wants to do 2 layers. This is layer number 1, which is just a little bit of items. He wants to add more stuff on as layer number 2. Normally I make the nachos. I don't do layer 1 and layer 2. So we'll see how this turns out. This is the final product. Looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Topped with green onion. This looks amazing. I'm going to make chili for supper for tonight and the next couple nights, or tonight and skip a day and the next day, whatever we decide. But I'm going to make ground beef, onions, we've got black beans, corn, diced tomatoes. I may need to add another can in of that. And I've got a mixed bean medley. And then I also have this small can of red kidney beans. Most cans are 540 milliliters. This is only $3.98. I can't remember where I got this, but that's a really good size because we typically don't want 540 milliliters of kidney beans. I don't even know if I'm going to need that in there where I have this mixed one plus the black beans. We'll play it by ear. Plus we have some mushrooms. All right, this is ready. Let's go into the pot. So far, so good. I'm not going to add that small can of kidney beans. We'll save that for next time. I do think I'm going to add another can of diced tomatoes, and I need to add the chili powder. The best ever chili. I've never had this kind before. This was before Epicure went kaput. This was a new release. They had previous chili called Cha-Cha chili, my favorite. So we'll see what this is like. Hopefully it tastes very similar. You can see by the quantity of spice that's in there. Like this is the quantity. So this was 95 grams or 3.4 ounces. This is the quantity of at least 2 packages of Clubhouse chili powder, maybe even more. That looks good. Yeah, this is better. This will be much, much better. I scrounged one of these from out of the archives of the pantry, and it is 35 grams. So the other one was, so 3 would be 90, 105. So 3 of these would be 105 and the other one was 95. So it's almost the equivalent of 3 packages of this. So sometimes when you're thinking about pricing, I know that those packages were approximately $4.50 a piece, approximately. How much would 3 Clubhouses cost? I decided kind of at the last minute to add in a can of tomato soup. This is going to be great. I'm also going to make some cheddar jalapeno cornbread to go with the chili. This was discontinued a while back, and when it did go discontinued, I bought quite a few before they were totally done. We've got 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1/4 of a cup of butter. I'm to heat this in the microwave until the butter melts. Okay, looking good. The butter's not fully melted yet. There we go. Now I'm to add in 2 eggs and whisk. All right, the mix is in. And now I need to add the cheese. And now the cheese. Instead of making this as a loaf, I am going to add it as individual servings in muffin forms. And they're in. While the cornbread is cooking and the chili is finishing up on the stove, let's talk about seeds. We are soon getting ready to start our seedlings. Last year, we were unable, just with the move and everything, we just couldn't swing starting seedlings here in the house. So we actually bought all of our seedlings, and we didn't have the greatest harvest. We had a harvest. It was okay, but nothing to write home about. So I wanted to, and the reason you see these ones here, these Yonder Hill Farms, this is a Nova Scotia company that's in the same growing zone as we are. And they are not a seed redistributor. They actually grow the plants that they get their seeds from. So we know that these seeds will flourish in this growing conditions, the area, our zone. So I got some Bloomdale spinach, some Wenzel tomato, and some early jalapeno hot peppers. Jalapenos were hard to find last year. And then off of a rack, I think this was at Superstore, I got some Bright Lights Swiss chard. We had a horrible showing of Swiss chard here, but Swiss chard has grown extremely well for us at our old location. So I'm hoping, and what grew well for us was when we grew it from seeds. So I'm hoping that this will do really well. I mean, I have a bag full of seeds. Lots of these seeds are just little cheapies from Giant Tiger. I can open this up and go through this in a minute. But I don't know where the seeds are from. I know some of them say heirloom on them. I don't know if they're great for this growing zone. These ones, for sure. I've got quite a collection here, and I don't think that we're going to try to plant all of these. I have quite a collection of spinach. We really want to grow spinach. It does not grow well for us. I know these are Bloomsdale and those are Bloomsdale, but those Yonder Hill Farm seeds, those came from plants that actually grew right here. So I don't know where these ones came from. They've never really grown great for us. Got another variety of spinach there. We've got lettuce, and lettuce never really has grown great for us. And then I've got tons of herbs, which again, they don't grow great for me either. I've got parsley, and I've got basil, and this is more basil. I've got coriander, sage. This is thyme, oregano, of anything. If the oregano would just grow, I have a couple different kinds of dill seeds. Dog wants out. Got cantaloupe, never has grown great for us. Beets, well, we've had a handful of beets over the years, but nothing great. Rutger tomatoes have grown well for us in the past. We had quite a few cherry tomato plants last year and really didn't get much off of them at all. And I feel like as much as we like cherry tomatoes, the regular sized tomatoes are much more worth our effort. So I'm not sure if we'll even plant any of these. We also have those ones. That's a local company as well, Hope Seeds. We've had radish, planted it many times, and carrots, never grown great for us. The beans grow well for us, but what we have learned is that we don't like this kind. We don't like the garden bean burpee stringless. We got some very small pumpkins for the very first time last year. Broccoli did not grow well for us. Eggplants grew okay. These peppers have grown extremely well for us in the past. So these are chili peppers. And I use these when I made a lot of our hot pickled peppers. We do typically have luck with green peppers, and these ones are early California Wonder, so they could be either. And we've got here the Keystone Giant. These, so you can see, like in the past, we are quite avid gardeners. We've done seed saving in the past. So these are hot Hungarian peppers that we've grown before. These ones are hot mini jalapenos that we did seed saving from. These dry beans, those ones are from our own garden. And then this is some Jacob's cattle beans that I got from a local seed saver here in the Annapolis Valley. So we got to go through all of these. We've got to decide what in the world we're doing. So definitely something that I see missing from here is zucchini and cucumber. Zucchini and cucumber typically grow extremely well for us. So that's something that we would focus on. Yeah, we got to get to this. The cornbread turned out great. Chili for supper. We're definitely going to be having seconds. The handsome one tells me for supper tonight, he is going to make chicken strips and have them in wraps. For example, this is some of the ham that we have prepared with some green and yellow beans for the dogs. I have been in and out of the metro area working this week, and I thought that I would redeem this medium pizza at Freeman's and take this home for supper tonight. Here we are. I'm not super familiar with the city, but this was easy to get to from my work site. I've got about an hour and 30-minute drive ahead of me, so we're going to be heating this up in the air fryer, but just to get an idea, ooh, this is their specialty steak and pickle pizza. So we are going to see what this is all about. Steak and pickle. I am going to use the air fry feature of the oven. Just popped this on a pizza stone. Let's get it in there. It's soon time to eat. Pizza, exciting. And exciting to try. You can see the pickles on there. So this is steak and pickle. They are famous for this. Very curious. Very curious. Feedback. Both of us really liked this pizza. If you don't like pickles, this is not the pizza for you, because first bite and you could taste them. It was good. It's good with those hot peppers. It's just really good combo. The handsome one has been telling me he's just been eating a lot of fruit for lunches. I am going to take some cut vegetables, cut this up. It's got cheese. I'm going to take an apple. These are great things for me to take with me to work for lunch. He's on his own. I know that there's lots of chili for the handsome one just to eat at will, but he told me that he is going to be making hamburgers tonight for supper, so I thought I'd take just a quick video before I leave today. Yeah, he's going to make barbecued jalapeno stuffed burgers. He wanted these while we were on the challenge. He asked for these out of the freezer, and I was like, no way. No way, those are not on the challenge. The handsome one has been eating chili. I know he had it for lunch a couple days, and for supper, I think one additional night. But we're gonna have to freeze this. This is a very large pot, and then hopefully we'll be able to grab some out of the freezer next week for sure. And then maybe on a night when we're pressed for time, that would be a great idea. Pickle and steak pizza. It was actually quite good. The handsome one and I both really liked it. That was fun for us. I did include a clip of a meal. My whole team, we went out for supper one night, and I did include a clip of that. I think mine was probably one of the better meals. I enjoyed mine. Not everybody did, so that's always a sad proposition when you go out to eat and then you don't enjoy your meal. We had a great week. I had a great week. I'm home now, and I know this video is a little bit later than normal, but I got it together as fast as I could, and we got it online. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay tuned for next week.